Hello, Cancer. How are you? It's like 6 or something at night. I am just kind of waking up. I have been exhausted. I've been working so much. I'm so tired. But I really want to do this reading, so I'm going to do it, and I hope it comes out the way it's supposed to. You know, I don't like to force energy. Just because I want to read tarot doesn't mean that I should all the time. But anyways, let's see. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, so I've been hearing this song. It's been playing in my head. And I was like, Angus, are you going to stop singing? And he's like, no. So this song is by Angus and Julia Stone. And it's called Draw Your Sword. Okay? You are mine. I am yours. Let's not fuck around. He's basically saying to somebody that they are the only one for him. That's what he's saying. It's like, it's one of my, like, become one of my most favorite tunes of all time. Like, it has this killer ending to it, and you're not expecting it because it's such a mellow song, and then all of a sudden these drums kick in, and he just sings it. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. It's such a powerful song. And he's telling somebody to draw their sword, that they are his and he is hers, and there's no more fucking around. They don't have to fuck around with this anymore. Like, it's straight edged, as deep as a knife can cut is the truth behind these two being together. Okay, so it's like still playing in my head. 2 motherfucking kings showed up. Okay, so the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. The cock showed up. Yes, indeed, it is a cock. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's the King of Swords. Not like it really, really matters, but it's the King of Swords. Kind of even better. Because that means, yeah, this king is not fucking around. So that's the whole draw your sword. Oh. Okay, so we're going to keep moving. Literally moving, all right? 9 of Wands, like charging, okay? There is somebody that is drowning. I'm not sure really what's going on, but I mean, I don't know what I was going to say there, but what I know I need to say is economy. What's going on in the economy right now is absolutely fucking crazy. And things are just getting, like, I was talking to this man yesterday, and he's from this town called Hamilton. And he said that his property, like, he increased his property value by $1.2 million within 5 years. Like, property in Ontario has skyrocketed. Okay, that I'm from Ontario, and Ontario was like the armpit of Canada until all of a sudden all these people showed up. And now it's become, everybody wants to move to Toronto. I just want to move to Toronto. I just want to live in Toronto. Everybody just wants to be cool and live in Toronto until they get to Toronto and realize they can't fucking afford it. So then they go to the suburbs outside. And then they've started now merging into my town, which is Oshawa. Okay, I don't live there anymore, so I'll tell you where I used to live because I don't live there anymore. But anyways, even Oshawa. So my parents, they bought a 3-story house, okay, on the corner lots. We had the biggest lot, 3-story home. Like I don't know square foot, but it was a big house. Like to me, it's still a big house, okay? And they bought it, and during a divorce between two people for $125,000. And I think they had it for 20 years, and it was worth over 800. So it had increased just in that area $700,000 over 20 years. When you go and look at that property now, 5 years later, it's over $1 million. So I don't know how these houses and property and land got so expensive so quickly, but something is like, I don't know if someone's drowning because of it, but it seems like this is like they can't keep up with something and they've gone under, right? So it's like you could have had bankruptcy, you could have lost a majority of your assets. I just saw 555 on the clock. So like this is the 5 of cups. So like someone's been in serious awful energy, okay, trying to get themselves out of it to the point where they're just going to believe now that they're just going to sink forever and they're just going to die, basically, okay? And then in comes this cock, okay? Then like this king is coming straight towards this person. And oh my god, so I'm getting this story way back in the day, okay? My parents were vacationing. This was when my parents were actually still together. I wasn't born yet. They were vacationing at this cottage with my mom's family. So my dad was there. My dad was like probably like 19 or something. And all of a sudden they noticed that my little cousin Troy was just gone. He was just nowhere to be found. So my dad goes down to the water and he goes onto the dock and he looks down and Troy's sitting at the bottom of the lake. So Troy obviously didn't know that he didn't know how to swim. So he just jumped off the dock and went under. So my dad jumped in, pulled him out, saved his life. He would have drowned. Like he was just sitting there. My dad said he just looked up at me like, hi. And he was just sitting down there. My dad said it was like the most surreal fucking thing he's ever seen in my life. He dove down there and got him and picked him up. And now all of a sudden, this is coming into my head now. I'm getting the goosebumps again. I don't really know what the fuck is happening, but look, now there's a goddamn boat and a bunch of piranhas. So I think, like, and some of these piranhas are looking at this lady in the water. Okay, and now the way that I put the cards, this guy's even looking at this woman in the water, okay? So, to me, I think that this person, okay, that's in 5 of Pentacles is in a very dangerous position right now, okay? And they're not going to be able to get out of it unless they get help, okay? Just like my cousin. Like, he wasn't just going to be able to suddenly float to the surface. If he floated to the surface, he'd been a goner, right? Like he would have never survived if my dad hadn't have gone down there. And it's so weird because, like, I swear that gave my father, like, merit in some dimension. Like, he was the safe one to be around. Because he was never safe when I was with him. So, that's weird. Anyways, so, now there's this brand new start. And now I'm hearing Angus again, the only one. Which makes us move to the King of Pentacles, which moves us to the 9 of Swords. Or sorry, the 9 of Wands. These wands and swords almost look the exact fucking same. If I didn't have such good vision, I'm just kidding. I actually don't have very good vision at all. Hence why I keep fucking up the swords and the wands. But, like, this person in the water, and now I just got somebody in the water. I don't know if you water ski, but like, you know how you can sit in water and then the boat pulls you up and out? I just kind of saw that in my third eye. So someone's definitely drowning. Okay, they're definitely in too much water and they're not supposed to be there anymore. You know, like it's gotten dangerous to them now. Like they have to evac the situation, you know, they have to get out of it. And the only way that they can get out of it is if somebody pulls them out. That's the thing, right? And I feel like takes on some type of financial burden for them or something. Like, I do that for my sister. So, my sister, she doesn't make a really whole heck of a lot of money. So I pay the rent. I pay for the food. I pay for her car. I pay for everything. Because she just doesn't have as much. So why would I want her to be broke paying for stuff when I can just pay for it and then she has more money? Does that make sense? So, like, maybe that's the situation you're getting in. Like maybe somebody you see, like, this could be a cousin, this could be a family member, and you're just watching them drown, and you're like, you know what, I can't watch you drown anymore. I have to help you. And it's like, oh, now I just got Mrs. Doubtfire. Help is on the way. I think I just heard an ambulance siren. Wow. All right. I think that's true for sure. I really think help is on the way for somebody. Like, honestly, a lot of people out there, they don't really care too much about their money, like they make it, but they have no problems sharing it. Like, they have no problems helping people. Like, oh man, I was serving this guy and this girl the other night, and this guy looked exactly like Mad Child. It was awesome. I actually thought it was Mad Child for a second. He walks in with this chick, and they get, classy doubles right away. Like she kind of looks like a biker chick, and he looks like Mad Child. But they looked like he had money. Like, I could tell. He just didn't really dress like he did, but I could tell he was fucking had money. And their bill was like $80. They racked up an $80 bill in like an hour, 2 hours, something like that. Yeah, 2 hours they sat there at least. It was their doubles. They were expensive. They're like $20, $30 a double. So they only had like 2 drinks or something like that, and then like 2 shots, and of course the most expensive shots, right? And they're sitting there, and I give them their bill, and he's on the phone, right? But he knows that I'm giving him the bill or whatever. And she grabs her wallet, and she's counting 20s, and she goes to hand me 20s, but she's sitting down, and he grabs the 20s out of her hand and throws them down on the table. And then grabs his wallet, counts a bunch of shit, hands it to me, and then leaves another 20 on the table. And I'm like, wow, that's a man. Like, I was thinking about this too the other day. I was like, I know that chicks like to put their wallet out and pay for the bill, but like, if a dude actually makes a chick pay the bill, like, oh God, that's just tacky. Like, it is. It's just tacky. Like I don't know what it is. Like, if you're a man, pay the fucking bill. Don't make your chick pay the bill. It's just tacky in my mind. I don't know. And I know that chicks, like, they don't really care. She was just like, here, like, she didn't give a shit. She obviously had money. I think she had more bills on her than he did, but he just grabbed that sack and just threw it on the table. And I'm like, okay, that's a man. Like, that's a man. Like, get your shit done. And maybe that's this energy of this person, this King of Swords. He knows the truth. He knows that a woman shouldn't pay. He just knows that sometimes you gotta be, if you want to be a gangsta, you gotta act like one. Okay? If you want to be a man, you got to act like one. And making your chick pay a bill, it's not really acting like a man. Okay? Oh, now I'm getting Aerosmith's Angel. Oh my God. It's like one of my favorite songs. I listened to it back to back last night while Air singing at 3 a.m. because my sister was sleeping. And I love that song. And that's You're My Angel. Come and save me tonight. Like, you're just gonna save this king. And I think that that's what it is like, he's got money, but you've got the love. So he's like, that's an easy trade. Like, some people know that. Some people just make a lot of money, and some people don't make a lot of money, and they're like, yeah, well, she doesn't make a lot of money, but she sure can fucking love the hell out of me. And it's like, love and money, they don't really like, they can hold par to each other, definitely, if someone's paying for, like, somebody to live and all they really need is love back, then to me, that's a pretty good exchange, because you can't really find people that actually love, you know? Like, it's hard to find people that are actually genuine, you know? Excuse me, what? Okay. So, going along with what I was just saying and singing Aerosmith, You're My Angel in my head right now, somebody is going to ask somebody, I think this is marriage. Like, look at this. I'm sorry, that's the Ace of Pentacles right there. So not only could you be getting married, but you could be having a baby. Like, this could be a spiritual baby. Like, maybe you're already knocked up. Maybe you don't even know this person yet in 3D, but you know them somewhere else. There is a seed here with a key, okay? I just heard you're going to get keys to the palace. So maybe you don't have a lot of money. Okay. Page of Cups, there's the offer. Okay. Ace of Cups, that like comes into play. Okay. And then the Hierophant seals the deal. Man, somebody is just a step away from your doorstep. I swear to God, that's what I just heard. Like, it's like someone's just going to get delivered to you. There's the key again. With a dove. Oh, we have this new neighbor now. I don't know if you know, but my neighbor died next door from a meth overdose. God bless his soul. He was like 70. Now I have a new neighbor over there. Raging schizophrenic that just talks to himself on a daily basis on his balcony. And he's having a great time. I don't know who the fuck he's talking to, but he's talking about the Hells Angels the other night. And he was telling himself a joke this morning when I went to feed the birds. And I can hear him out there right now. God help me get out of this apartment building. Oh. Yeah, like, I mean, maybe... Oh, hello. Look at that. 10 of Cups on the bottom. There's a family. Like, that's the, you know, that's the beat. That's the end. Like, that's like heritage, you know? That's a match. That's a pair with their cup. Wow. Oh my gosh, with the 3 of Pentacles. Like, there's Temperance as well. Leo with Strength. Wow. Like, someone's really going to be transformed, okay? And I almost feel like it's kind of like almost like a Pretty Woman kind of situation, you know? Like, she's a fucking prostitute and she meets a rich guy. Like, this day and age, that's not exactly hard to do. You know, like, you're either dirt poor or rich, right? Because even the, you know, where really I'm finding about the middle class is just built off a bunch of credit, right? It's the rich ones that have to pass the middle class and that stupid credit in between to have their money. So it's like you're either like borderline gonna lose your house or rich nowadays. So, I mean, it's not that far off from being the truth, you know? Like, back in the day, it would have been like, oh yeah, like a prostitute would marry a rich guy. Just because she's a prostitute, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just a fucking job. And if, for the most part, if you're sexually abused as a child, then you end up using your body like that. So most of those people that do use their body, they only use their body because they were taught how to use their body. Right? It's not so cut and dry. It's not so easy to be able to label people that are on the streets. Like, I was homeless. Like, I'm not a fucking prostitute. I'm not a whore. I'm not a fucking junkie. I didn't do anything wrong. It was a fucking bad misunderstanding and a fucking awful situation with a fucking greedy fucking Irish motherfucking prick. Like, you know what I'm like, you know, shit happens. Like, and now I'm hearing a lot of stories from people, because I meet a lot of people from the States. Like, a lot of people travel where I am, and they're saying that they've been traveling in the States kind of surrounding California, and they're meeting a lot of people that are just fleeing from California. Like, they can't live there anymore. The danger, right? The gangs, the violence, you know, they're not, something about California doesn't charge people with theft under 600 now. So, that's just increasing, danger. San Francisco's a fucking write-off. I hate that place. It's so awful with homelessness. Like, you know, like, just because people are homeless, it doesn't mean, like, everybody gets somewhere differently, you know, and trash is trash. Like, I don't really understand why people try to be something that they're not, or think because they've got a bunch of IKEA furniture and they know how to vacuum that they're actually clean. Like, I lived with this one chick who swore up and down how clean she was, and then she would go for work for like weeks at a time, and I would clean, and she'd come back and she'd be like, well, it's not that hard to clean this place. And I'm like, yeah, when you're disgusting. Like, because you clean like what, once every fucking 6 weeks? Yeah, I clean every day here. She had 2 cats. I had to clean that apartment every fucking day. Like, just for hygienic purposes, you know? Like, trust me, some people think that because their cookie cutter IKEA home looks clean, they're clean. No, not at all. So, just because this woman's homeless or broke or bankrupt or something, it doesn't mean that they're of any less value than anybody else in this world. Like, humans are humans. You don't get ranked by how much money you have. You get ranked by the job that you do, not by how much money you have. Trust me. If it was over how much money you have in the bank, we wouldn't be here, because this place would be destroyed. Because people would be fighting for that money. Everybody wants to fight. No one wants to do anything fucking legit now. Look I just broke the deck to the sun. Isn't that amazing? Like, I really think this person, someone is just going to see you. All right? Or maybe they already see you, and I think you're worried, and I think, oh man, there's the Lovers with strength. Like, there is a relationship coming in, okay? And whoever this mystery man is here, how much time do we have? This is like really kind of amazing energy. Like, they just, like I said, some people, money is just money, you know? Like, some people, they get jobs when they're younger, and then they work their way up to the company, and then they end up making money that they never even realized. Some people go for things and make more money than what they realize, and then like this kid last night, oh my God, he tipped me like 100%. Okay, this kid tipped me 98% last night. 98%. His bill was $17, and he tipped me $15. So he tipped me 96% on his bill. And he's like 20, I think, probably about 20. And I had just served 2 20-year-olds before then who do the same thing. Actually, they all work together. One didn't even tip me at all, because he's an entitled little fucking bitch. And the other one is scared of me, so he tipped me $2. And then they made comments about me and walked into the room and said that they had paid enough for their room. They don't have to tip me because they see me every day. So some people, right, they little boy, little girl syndrome, they want to work, they don't want to work to the top. They just want to jump to the top because of entitlement. And they don't want to realize that yes, they're meeting somebody who's 20 years older than them, but because they have more money in the bank, they think their life is worth more than mine. When that's not true. Okay, what do we have to say about these two people? Because, like, somebody gets treated like shit, okay? The way that I can see it when it comes to money. Healing heart. Okay. It's not too late. It's never too late. Even if I say it'll be alright, still I hear you say you want to end your life. Now and again we try to just stay alive. Maybe we'll figure it out, 'cause it's... Okay, so somebody here, maybe this king, take a walk with me for a sec. Maybe this king was really suicidal at one point in his life, okay? And he went from... They could have had a stayed or like hung around for a spouse, but they wanted to kill themselves like numerous times, but they hung around. And now they make a lot of money in return for not dying, right? For not taking their life. The universe gave them this gift of money. And maybe they see something in you that helps them heal. Right? Like you're the light at the end of the tunnel. Right? Because just because they have money, it doesn't mean that they've got their shit together, right? Or they're 100% perfect, right? And then the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-side relationship love bombing. So this king, okay, they could be a little narcissistic and self-absorbed, which is why they've had to heal so much. They've had to heal from being a narcissist, that everything is about them, that they might just make everything about you. Which, okay, could come out as a love bomb, which is why underneath we have boat, okay? Receiving what you want, progression, moving on. I think that this person might end up love bombing you a little too much, but then they realize that they don't have to. That you're not the person that they have to love bomb with all this stuff, that really they just have to be there. Like now this person, this person might think that they have to spend their money on you, and then you're like, no. Like this isn't about money, and then they're like, oh, so I don't have to go buy you, I don't know, Chanel? What is Chanel? Is she just perfume? Or is that jewelry? What's Coco Chanel? Is that a kid? Courtney Fox's kid? No, Courtney Cox's kid or whatever? What the fuck is Coco Chanel? I don't know. Maybe this person, I don't really know this message I'm getting right now. It's kind of confusing me. I don't know brand names. Now I just sound like an idiot. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. Maybe you know. But maybe this person bought you something like expensive, and then you're going to be like, bro, like you don't actually need to do that. And then they're like, oh, okay. Because like this person... like I said, they're narcissistic, so like they even probably most likely love bomb themselves, right? Like they probably buy themselves the nicest shit, right? Like they have nice watches and nice jeans and nice jackets, like they spend money on what they buy, so then they think that maybe they have to spend that money on you like that, and you're like, nah, can we just go to Walmart? And you're like, thank God, right? Because not everybody's like that too. Like, you know, you can meet somebody that doesn't know anything and then all of a sudden they start using you for your money and you're like, okay, I thought you didn't like brand name stuff. Like, 'cause some people can be full of shit and just say like, oh no, I hate diamonds. And then they really love them, right? Anyways, we're going to shut this down. Thanks for watching. It was fun. This was a fun reading. Like, that was some really good energy. Like, I really feel like someone's just going to pull somebody right out of the weeds. And that's a good thing. So, if it resonates, you can like it, you can subscribe, you can do whatever you want. It's a free channel. And it's a free world on some platforms. If you want a reading, you can email me, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com, or hit the About section on the channel and see what I provide for the public. And yeah, if not, just enjoy. Thanks for watching. See you later, alligator.